welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
In between the cities of Dallas and Fort Worth, it's Arlington, Texas, close to the grand mecca of football, AT&T Stadium, the home of the Cowboys. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Miami Dolphins and the Dallas Cowboys on Sunday Night Primetime. On the visitor's sideline, Mike McDaniel, the coach of the Dolphins. His team, one of the great stories in the first month, 4-0 to begin this season. On the Cowboys side, it's head coach Brian Schottenheimer. His team looking for a spark, hoping their fans will give it to them here at home as we are set to go. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson on hand as Cameron Dicker is set to kick things off. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. The Miami offense will make their way onto the field. They're led out by the number 3 overall pick back in the 2018 draft out of USC. It's Sam Darnold.
It's not often that you can win by multiple scores in the NFL, so you got to imagine they're coming into this week's game with a lot of confidence. They were able to put together a pretty well-rounded performance in all 3 phases last week. So, again, can they build off that? Can they continue to grow as an entire team? Because offense, defense, and solid contribution from their special teams, they showed last week, and going forward, this is going to be a hard team to beat.
His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. The short one taken in by Helm. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
It's actually a really nice job there on 2nd down, putting this into a 3rd and more manageable down and distance. Remember, they suffered that 1st down sack, and so often that can derail the drive, but they got a chance here to pick this up and maintain possession.
3rd and short yardage, and here's Darnold. He's got the first down and more than that, and he will go all the way. Jalen Coker, touchdown Miami. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly, right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 15. Very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. So that Cowboy offense takes the field, ready to go to work for the first time. They're led by the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2023. From Ohio State, it's C.J. Stroud.
When you have a chance to kind of poke around the locker room, Mike, and talk to the coaches and the players, and you say, how would you best describe your quarterback? The word perfectionist, it seems to come up pretty often, and it's pretty clear to see why. He was not happy throwing that pick last week, and otherwise it was an incredible stat line. So that's the drive that allows him to just continuously improve week in and week out, and I'm anxious to see what a better performance even looks like here today.
Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. Open man is Horton. It's caught. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 22.
That pass play good for 22. That's good for a Dallas first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
18. That's it. Robbie. Good.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. They'll get it up 4 here as he is taken down. Take a look here at those receiving numbers from his game a week ago. From 31, here is second down and 5. They run straight ahead with Henderson. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
On third down, Henderson. They'll try and play with some pace early on. They'll go. It's Stroud. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked up by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Dolphins are going to get the football at their own 40.
Well, that's the fast start they talked about all week, Mike. You come out, you take the immediate lead with your opening drive. Your defense goes out there, they force a turnover early. All these plays allow you to just keep stacking momentum early in this ballgame. This game is far from over, but anytime you get out to a start like this, it is a lot harder for your opponent to battle back.
There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory. From the 42-yard line, here's second and 8. Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. A big-time play for the Dolphins. 35 yards. Pistol snap back to Darnold. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
That screen goes for 12, and that's a first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up third down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up third and 5.
Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Taking off, and he's in! Sam Darnold. Touchdown, Dolphins. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening.
Tell you what, this offense has come out and they have completely dominated here in the early going, Mike. I mean, this has just been methodical, sustained, back-to-back drives right down the field. And then to finish in the red zone, man, you just can't draw it up any better than that.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Short kick taken at the 17. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The head man in Dallas, Brian Schottenheimer, his offense going back to work once more. Greg, I love the evolution of the NFL. Every 3-4 years feels like things change a little bit. Right now it feels like we're in a running back, running game era. Does that make sense to you?
Absolutely, and the league has such a funny way of continuing to reinvent itself. Years ago, 15, 20 years ago, Mike, this was a running back-led league. It was play action. Quarterbacks were under center. And then what offenses realized was the best way to score points is to generate explosive plays. Get a bunch of yardage all at one time because it's very hard to sustain possessions in the NFL. So as a result, they said, okay, what's the best way to generate big plays? It's to throw the ball downfield. So it became a very pass-heavy league. And then now defenses had to answer. The days of the big defensive tackles, the 260-pound Mike linebackers, everyone now on the field had to be able to defend space and defend the pass. And there was a lot more air on the field created by the defenses. So now, as a result, the offenses are saying, okay, we're throwing into all these bad looks, all these teams playing dime, multiple defensive backs. We're now going to take advantage of smaller bodies on the field, and we're going to run the ball at you. So the way I like to classify it is, Mike, offenses aren't running the ball more because they want to. Offenses are running the ball more because defenses are encouraging them to do that and saying, I dare you to run the ball 40 times this game and generate enough big plays to score enough points to beat me.
On the ground, this is Jalen Wright. And they'll take this down inside the 35. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. The training staff going to look, and we'll step out for a moment. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. He'll get that into the hands of Williams. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
That's another Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Henderson now on first and 10. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
At the 17-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
From the gun, here's Stroud. And that's incomplete. They couldn't connect. And that's how this first quarter will come to an end. So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. 14-0 is our score. We're back to Arlington in a moment. Third, they need 8. Stroud. That is caught at the 3. And the Cowboys are looking at a first and goal. He takes it all the way down to the 2.
That's good for a Cowboys first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Henderson. And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. That'll hold them to a gain of 2. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to the second down play.
Swat. Another swat.
Once more, Henderson. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Travion Henderson. Touchdown, Dallas. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. He's going to elect not to bring this one out. Probably a wise decision as this ball comes out to the 35. There's Mike McDaniel. His Dolphins getting ready for their next possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. On play action, here's Darnold. That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. In motion, Okonkwo. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding him to just a short game.
He's got his tight end. That's Okonkwo. 17 yards, the gain there. 1st down, Miami.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field.
To throw again is Darnold. He'll find his open man. That's Brandon Ayuk. And he will score! Brandon Ayuk, touchdown Miami. McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Dolphins will take a 21-7 lead. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Here's Smith to return it. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield. That man in Dallas, Brian Schottenheimer, his offense going back to work once more. They have been one of the better teams in terms of throwing the football this year, and the numbers bear that out, and they have come out of the gates hot in this one. They'll begin it on the ground with Henderson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Here's Stroud. To the left side, and is caught by Horton. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line.
13 yards on the play.
It's a pickup of 13 yards. 1st down, Cowboys.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
To throw is Stroud. Moving to his right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width. And he's into
to the end zone. Rashard Smith, touchdown Cowboys. His second rushing touchdown of the year.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched, and an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Kicker now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Cowboys draw closer here. It's 21-14.
Cowboys 14. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll run it. It's Irvin. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Andrew Makuba up from his safety spot to make the stop. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 6. They'll put Ayuk in motion. There's Okonkwo open left side. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
And he'll get about 3 as he's forced out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 48-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. They'll go play action with Darnold. And downfield, it is Downs with the catch. First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Here's Darnold again. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Former 3rd overall pick, Quentin Williams, getting through there to drop him for a loss of 6. In motion, Okonkwo. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Open right side is Okonkwo. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. He'll try and get there on the ground. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth 1st half. Greg and I, back to Arlington and AT&T Stadium after this. So now they'll send out Evan McPherson for this field goal try. This will be a 40. That's going to be blocked. Now this is scooped up by a member of the offense.
And what a play here on special teams. Not only for this unit to be able to get through and get a hand on it, but then the return, flipping the field now and setting up their guys with a chance to capitalize on a short field.
And I believe the referee was buzzed by the replay officials, indicating let's get a closer look at this. They trigger this automatically in the last 2 minutes of the half. So that is what you want. I know sometimes it takes time, but they do get it right, and this call will stand. Up the middle, it's Henderson. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
Parsons on the tackle. A 7-yard
Second down and 3.
Second and 3 at the 28-yard line.
Back to throw. Stroud. That's caught. It's Mitchell. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete, and he'll take this one in. Luke Musgrave. Touchdown, Dallas. Point after now from Dicker.
For the extra point.
He's got it. The Cowboys will even the score. It's now 21-all. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
Darnold to throw on first down. Pass right side to down. Here's second and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6 at the 39-yard line.
Darnold. Connecting with his tight end, Okonkwo. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
Whole lot of extra muscle over there on the left side for this first and 10. Darnold now to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. Oh, a nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain. Second and 11. They'll put Ayuk in motion. Look wide. Get this one complete. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain. Third and 10. Darnold to throw again. This one complete right side. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime. Punt team headed out for the Dolphins. And a pretty good punt there. Fair catch taken right around the 11-yard line.
At their own 11-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. He'll let this one go long for Williams.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now. Like, he just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
They send a receiver in motion left. Off the play fake, it's Darnold. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And the offense will take one here. Timeout with 6 left on the second quarter clock. It is 2nd and 9.
At their 48-yard line.
They'll put Ayuk in motion. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
It's
Third down and 9.
9 yards to go.
Darnold to throw. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. Here's Smith to return it. What a great return. All the way down to the 40-yard line. Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Adonai Mitchell, the intended target. And that will lead to a 2nd down. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Throw over the middle, looked in by Mitchell. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A gain of 17 yards. That's good for a Dallas first down.
Here we go. Tony.
On the give, it's Henderson. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. A 6-yard.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Shotgun snap, and they'll run it with Smith. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown. It's a gain of 13, and it's 1st and goal. Ball sitting on the 3. It is 1st down and goal.
South.
They'll run with Henderson. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line. Here now, 2nd down and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
From the gun, here's Stroud. That is caught, and he's so close to the goal line. Couldn't get that ball extended. They keep him out, and it sets up 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out that way. Clearly this coach thought this was a moment he could strike. Thought he had a play to get this one in the end zone to take a touchdown lead, but instead the defense comes up with a huge stop, and we still got ourselves a tie ball game.
On the ground, it's Irvin. Room to run past the 15. And a good gain. He's going to be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
A gain of 19 yards. That's good for a Dolphins 1st down.
Right back to Irving. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
Every rookie that finds finds themselves in the lineup, Mike. They're trying to make plays that keep them in the lineup. Continue to show your coaches they can trust you as a young player in this league, and he continues to make plays like this. He's going to find himself in the lineup more and more often as the year unfolds.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. That's Ayuk with it on the left side. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
Inside the 35. A terrific run. He's got this one down inside the 30-yard line. 1st and 10.
A gain of 41 yards on the play. That's another Dolphins 1st down.
On the ground, this is Kendre Miller. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with Irving. He was looking for that cutback lane, but it never developed. Tracked down behind the line.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. It's incomplete.
I'm not so sure he would have picked up the 1st down had they connected either way, but still, disappointing outcome to not at least get a handful of positive yards on that last one.
Good drive now faces a tough conversion. It is 3rd and long. To throw is Darnold. Oh, man, wide open. He's got it. Touchdown. Touchdown, Dolphins. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Here's Smith to return it. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
And they're on the 31-yard line.
Here we go. Robin. 18.
On 1st down, it's Stroud. Throw right side, pulled in by Mitchell. He's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
On a 2nd down throw for Stroud. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a 1st down.
A gain of 3 yards.
This play is actually really well defended here. But I'll tell you, Mike, as you know, my philosophy is the tight end is always open, and this just supports my case.
And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Throwing is Stroud. That's right side and brought in by Williams. Trying to work quickly here and put the pressure on the defense.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. Right back to Williams. They connect again. A gain of 11 on that one. 1st down, Cowboys.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. you force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They'll run with Wright. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. John Franklin Myers there to make the tackle. So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. They run again with Wright. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Brought down back at the 29-yard line.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. Give. This is Irving. A nice pickup, moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play. From the 41. Here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll go again here with Irving. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
A loss of a yard on the
3rd
play.
and 5.
And it's 3rd down.
Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. He's going to send it downfield for Ayuk. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down. Punt team comes out. Dolphins going to kick it away. The punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. Now, fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own 27-yard line.
All right.
On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. Catch is made. That is Williams. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line.
36 yards. And the Cowboys.
So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd.
line.
And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. 1st and 10 now from the 36.
Here we go.
4th quarter begins on the ground. Strong running there. Inside the 30. On the move with a gain of 9.
10 yards.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
It's a pickup of 12. That's good for a Dallas first down.
2nd and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a first down.
And he will get into the end zone. Curry, touchdown, Cowboys. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and the Cowboys go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3.
Cowboys 31, Dolphins 28. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. And he will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Miami and the offense to get... started on their next drive. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. One down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
They try again. It's 2nd and 10. On play action, here's Darnold. Pass right side to Downs. He'll be brought down. It was a nice pickup, but a penalty flag on the play. Early indications of a hold. They'll put Ayuk in motion. There's Okonkwo open left side. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. They need one right now. 3rd and long. He's going to get it to Okonkwo. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Seemed to me, Mike, before that ball was even snapped, the quarterback had already made up his mind. I'm throwing the ball to the tight end no matter what the look is, and he's counting on the big body picking up the rest after the catch, and even though he's able to secure the ball, nice job by the defense keeping him short of the sticks.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Cowboys offense headed back to take over once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Henderson to start this drive. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. 18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a 1st down.
4th quarter, you find yourself protecting a 1-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
It's a gain of 16, and it's 2 nice plays to begin this drive. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Smith. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
A 6-yard pickup.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
Smith again. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. Tackle made right at the 20-yard line.
7-yard gain.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up 1st down.
On the give, it's right. And a good run there to get him 5 yards.
Logan Wilson on the tackle. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
15-yard line.
On the quick, right? 18. Let's go.
That's left side, caught by Musgrave. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal.
That's good for a Cowboys 1st down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll run with Smith. Down to the 4. It'll be 2nd and goal. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. Stroud going to set up the throw. Short one there, caught by Tremble. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
3rd down and
Back at the 6-yard line, what can they do on 3rd and goal? Stroud to throw. No chance at all. He'll go down. So here is Cameron Dicker. Dicker, the kicker, in a big spot. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? You're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. The Dolphins offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Open right side is Okonkwo. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. His 8th reception of the game. And good for a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
11 yards for number 11, and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. In motion, Okonkwo. Going up top. That is hard. And he is out of bounds. But there is a flag down, and we may erase that one. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That's maybe strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. Awful time to get a penalty. Now 1st and 15. They'll drop to throw. Straight pass to Ayuk. Caught.
It's pretty well read there defensively. Anytime you throw these quick passes to the wide receivers, you're looking to pick your gain up after the catch. So let's give credit to the defense. Rally and tackle in space and keep that to a pretty modest gain.
Down on 2nd and long. To throw again is Darnold. He'll look underneath, then here's Miller. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 7.
Darnold to throw again. Escaping to his left. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Here we go. This is 4th down.
A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Downs goes in motion. Now or never, they'll throw, and he's going to go down. The pressure too much. And that should wrap this one up as they have to give it up on downs.
Finding yourself down to your final timeout, this is the moment. This is the drive that you have to find a way to extend if you're going to claw yourself back into this game. But the defense comes up with a huge stop, and that will all but end this game.
They'll begin this on the ground with Smith. Down the sideline, past the 45. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
And that should all but put this one away, Mike. And we've had some big plays throughout this game, but none bigger than that one right there. They score on the long touchdown. That makes this a two-possession game here late.
Kicker now for the extra point. He knocks it through. Cowboys will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Now after the play, he'll stop it. We have an injured Dolphin. That is a worrisome development here late in the game.
Cameron Dicker to kick off.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown. There's Mike McDaniel. His Dolphins getting ready for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Darnold. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. Another try, 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
They'll put Ayuk in motion. Off the play fake, it's Darnold. There's that man again, another catch. The Dolphins going to use their final timeout here. It comes with 36 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. That one into the hands of Downs. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short. And that is incomplete. They had their chance and took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. The head man in Dallas, Brian Schottenheimer, his offense going back to work once more. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts. So just one kneel down and then time to shake hands.
All right.
Stroud to throw. Here on 1st and 10. Oh, man, open downfield is Thornton. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
And the Cowboys, 1st down.
Here we go.
1st and 10.
On 1st down, it's Stroud. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he'll be taken down. No timeouts left for the defense. That should do it. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
At the 17-yard line.
From the gun, here's Stroud. That one knocked away. In the end zone, incomplete. But a good job locating the football by the defense where it matters most. And it'll bring up third down now.
A bit of a risky throw here in the end zone, Mike, and those windows down here tight, they close so much faster in this part of the field. By the time he let it go, the defender was already in position and was able to make a play on the ball.
So it's a win for the Cowboys, and it is their third consecutive victory. They continue to play great football here in this latest stretch. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Cowboys, as we say so long from Arlington.